Hi there, baby dolls. I want to give you a very quick pDAI update that you're going to love right now. So I'm doing a live update of the system surplus of the PulseChain Maker DAO. It's down to minus 291 million. You see that number? Now, look, you're going to have to forgive me. I've gone through so many details, but there's a lot to take in. If I remember correctly, don't quote me, I think it's going to go to over $1 billion deficit, and I think whoever is repaying off the debt, so what that number is, they're repaying off bad debt, they get given a reward for paying off the bad debt, and I think it's about 10%. I think so. If you pay off $1 billion, I think you get 100 million pDAI. But a lot of people are saying that there's infinite minting with this, and it's going to blow up, and it's not going to work. Okay, but so far, this chart is the pDAI to Pulse ratio. Okay, and this is the 3-day chart right here. Friends, I just want to tell you, man, if you're only down 55% against a SPI, whoa, on like an infinite minting thing, it's something just to think about. Now, remember, if you remember my video, so what does it minus 291 million pDAI mean? It means the system will allow PMaker tokens to be minted to pay off the debt. So we'll be able to buy and burn the pDAI. Now, I don't think there's enough liquidity in the maker, so I think what ends up happening is I think you can get the maker, there's whoever the insider's doing, whatever, or the guy who's doing it, whether benevolent or benevolent, I think they can put it into Aave, right, and then grab liquidity within Aave. I think that's what the design is. But you gotta remember, man, there's a lot of moving parts, friends. We're trying to basically like run this in real time. But like honestly, the chart doesn't lie. The chart tells you pretty much everything you need to know so far. Now, remember, I am presenting a video on the internet of how I navigate markets. Okay, can be entirely wrong, off path. They're bets. Okay, that's it. They're bets. It's a game. You don't have to play. I'm just going to show you something, friends. So one of the strongest coins in PulseChain, or actually all of crypto, is PTGC. All right, Pulse the Gray's currency. Wonderful ecosystem. They did fantastic, friends. Look how much it ran up. 83,800x. All right, so I'm just going to write that number down. So from the start, 83,850x. All right, since the start. Straight up only, hit 300 million market cap up the top. All right, 83,850x. Now, that's a big number, isn't it? You go, yeah, oh my gosh, that's a big number. I've just shown you that. Okay, well, even though it did pretty much this like huge return, Richard Hart, Ricardo Corazon, Greg the Duck, he did not post its chart. So PTGC on PulseChain, tremendous rally, huge, up only, literally up only. They banned the down direction. Yeah, Richard did not make one tweet about them, and I can actually come here and prove it to you. You can type in PTGC from Richard Hart win into Twitteroonies. Look, nothing. He's never made a post about PTGC. Not even saying, hey, bridge on over to PulseChain and play with this coin. Nah. And friends, you got to imagine, man, it hit 300 million market cap. That's a big market cap, man. It flipped EHEX. It flipped Inc. All right, I'm just going to show you now in a very family-friendly way. Look at this. Remove the OA. Inc is 92 million. EHEX is like 140 million. So it flipped 2 out of his 5 coins in non-origin address market cap at the peak. He still never said anything. However, when it comes to the pegged nipple, pDAI, Greg the Duck quacked for the 6th time. Today, Richard Hart posted about pDAI for the 6th time. And the other P tokens are mentioned too. Richard Hart has 7 core coins, with the secret ones being pDAI and pWBTC. That's my interpretation. Grok gives a 60% chance that Richard Hart is the main operator or operatee. You never know these days, friends. Behind pDAI, 60% chance. ChatGPT gives, I think, 75% chance. Those are the lowest numbers. They actually give higher odds. All right. Some people have found computations of 80 to 90%. So I like those. I was like, okay, well, something's happening. It's Richard's chain. The grandma test would be, oh, it's Richard's chain, therefore it's Richard's coin. Also, the grandma test. It was the first logo put onto PulseX when PulseChain launched. The first logo. It was the yellow dye with the pink and purple around it, right? So grandmas will be like, oh, that's probably Richard's coin. Okay, that's what they say. You can decide what you want. Okay, it's very controversial. I don't care. I call it Richard's coin. All right, I'm not going to do a word salad, 15-page essay every single time it comes out. Okay, I'm giving out the highest value content in crypto for free. So he's come and he's spoken about them. So I think that's interesting, right? Even though PTGC had a whopping 85,000x rally, Richard Hart bragged about the 10,000x on pDAI. So when pDAI hit 1.8 cents, about 3x from right now, that was a 10,000x. It's up 3,300x from the low right now. All right? Whopping. Shout out to my friend Mr. Do Arab. Mr. Do Arab, he also spoke about pWBTC and will this peg to Bitcoin price at the same time? Well, sir, they have a very nice ratio together. pWBTC and pDAI, yes. When I say pDAI, pWBTC is the same trade. And how can you identify that? You look at the ratio. The ratios are quite tight. So what I'll do now in a very family-friendly way, I will now show you. This is pWBTC, the purple Bitcoin, 526 bucks. But I'm going to show you the purple Bitcoin to pDAI ratio. There you go. It's around 86,000. It's similar to the USD price of BlackRock BTC. Very interesting, right? Very interesting. It's coming out. It's bonding together. Very cool. Very interesting. All right. Now, I'm just going to show you, there's some other interpretations, okay? There are. So we have Mr. Apex Hex. He only posted about pDAI because it's a PRC20 copy. PTGC isn't. He only spoke about pDAI to bring awareness to free copies. It has nothing to do with him behind it, okay? So that is interesting. But I'm curious as well. Why did he just talk about pDAI? Why didn't he even talk about even like the PRV or other things that have gone up, the other P tokens? What about the P Milady and stuff? He never mentioned those. It was only the pDAI. So I made this picture as well for fun, jolly times that you and I are going to look at. So Greg the Duck has made his official PulseChain statement on pDAI. Quack. I can neither confirm nor deny that I am operating behind pDAI. Do you like that, friends? I put the cute little peppy hair of Richard. I got the earring. It's actually cool. I like that. The brown hair with the hex earring. It's him. It's a really comical, easy way to identify him. Like with me, you see a Pikachu hat, you know it's me. And with like a little cute little gimmick. And with him, you know, when you have the hexagon earring and the hex earring, we know it's him. It's really cool. Now, I'm just trying to go through this information. So the chart says one thing. I'm trying to look at the information, friends. So recently as well, somebody set up a maker liquidation arbitrage keeper on PulseChain for pDAI 4 days ago. So you can see the column here. The maker liquidation arbitrage keeper. The same wallet has also been testing the floppy willy function. Rumors of this person's identity, either Richard Hart or a developer or associate. Okay, it could be a team. I don't know. Are they sworn to NDA secrecy? I don't know. Do they even believe? Do they understand what's going on? I don't know. But remember, I made a video to tell you, friends. Like Dev Kyle from Hex. Richard obviously didn't tell him Hex was going to 55 cents. Otherwise, Dev Kyle would have bought 100 million Hex. He would have bought that much. But he didn't. I think he only had between 4 and 8 million Hex. I think he sold for $2 million at the top in 2021. So you got to put it, man. If that's true, friends, like hats off to Richard, bro. He knows exactly what he's doing, friends. He knows exactly what he's doing. It must be almost a really lonely life. You got to think about it. Because Yeah, it must be lonely. Think about it. You can't talk about things to people too much. All you can do is like wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah. Because everyone probably wants the mate traits. Like, oh, come on, where's it gonna go? Where's it gonna go? He's like, his legacy dream, he only wants believers. Because honestly, just because, friends, you know somebody next to you in real life doesn't mean they really believe in you. Yeah. Like, you guys will believe way more in me than probably like people in real life. They're like, oh, what's this crypto thing going on? You know what I mean? Like this, it's just because you know someone in real life, it doesn't actually mean shit in crypto. There's some sort of consciousness, your soul, your spirit. I don't know what it is, but you just went on different vibration and wavelength here, especially in the game. So now I'm just going to show you some pictures. This is Richard. Oh man, this picture's so gold. These are so gold, man. This is awesome. And here is obviously Richard going like, nice nipples, nice peg nipples. Okay, man, it's such a strange journey we're on. Peg nipple content. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. So look, this is how I see it, man. This is my bet. If you don't like it, sell and leave. I don't care. I don't care. Now, also what happened today, friends, there's that guy with the bad debt. Some people have claimed that they found the person's username. I don't know if it's FUD. They said there's a username, some address. They say things, man. But like, man, just once again, like I'm seeing story. The words. I'm seeing that. And then like I'm seeing the pDAI pulse ratio, man. And it's not complying with the FUD story. I'm seeing this, man. Friends, let me put it on a monthly chart. Like this, friends, this is wild. What I'm about to show you is wild. Like I'm just going to ask you right now, okay? If your lady or your man is in the room, you got to ask him to leave. Because it's about to get very wet, hot, and steamy in here. After all this blood moon FUD, infinite minting FUD, deep dunking, all this attacking, violence, blood red moon, the monthly candle for pDAI Pulse is literally almost green. It's literally a hair away from being green. It's just got to be a value of 199. So it was green at one point. You just got to go back to 200. Yeah, look how low that is. You just got to up another 2%. Think about that, man. Like infinite minting, extreme FUD. Like the way you're looking at it, it feels like it would be like a big red candle coming down here. Whoa, which probably means there's a lot of strong buyers going on. That means there's some deep capitulation. Let me show you as well in a very family-friendly way, please, what the monthly candles look like before. So this was obviously Richard sending it down 99.99%. This was after the gargantuan rally, right? It came back down to where the Somi FUD tweet happened. Yeah, it came back exactly it. And look at this, actually, you know, it bounces off. And then here you have two red candles, 76%, goes back up. Now we just had as well, from the top here, another 76, 77%, and it's come back. So that's why looking at monthly candles helps. It helps summarize a lot of it. Because when you look at the monthly, it like takes so long to finish. It forces you to take a nice, rational friendship view instead of being like so stuck on the whole the short-term stuff. Now, that person with the wallet friends, the bad debt, they did something different, okay? They moved 6 million pDAI into pUSDC using MakerDAO. But it's minting the same thing, all right? Look at this. Maybe he's going to go thicken up the pUSDC pDAI pool. Interesting. That'll be interesting to make money on the arbitrage. I wonder. Because that's actually... I wonder if they could do that. They mint the pDAI, and then they mint half of it. They start putting into the pUSDC pool, and then they're used for arbitrage. I wonder. We'll see what happens. Also, I love this, man. Asian Quant. I really like this. This is the pDAI chart, friends. Whoever did this, man, honestly, this is sick art. This is really, really, really good art. It catches my attention. The pink and the yellow, the galaxy, and this is the actual chart. This is a line chart of pDAI, man. That's wonderful. Man, I want to see more of that. Also, try to make one where I'm in it. Huh? Right? That'd be funny. You just put me, do that, and then the chart comes up like this and like... That'd be funny, man. That'd be funny. What about if the price goes up? Something I dream about. And you got to remember, friends, a lot of people are always going to be nervous. Like Mr. Okina. By the way, I love this avatar, man. You know what? I'm going to give you a like just because you have this avatar, the 1%. Yeah! The soy jack with the 1+1%. No one can do anything against his exploit. So that's why. It's not an exploit, so you're just like, bro, does this look like an exploit chart? Like, you're only down 55% from the high after running up like 50x. You know, like, if that's an exploit, then like, delete all of crypto. Just restart all the servers then. Right? So that person, by the way, they were dumping and bridging out of that wallet. But look, it's really hard, man. Like, you get one thing wrong in the transactions. Like, your whole story gets buckled. Now, if you allow me, friends, in a very family-friendly way, I'm just going to just show you, like, this is just straight magic, man. This is just like, wow. Someone, probably Richard's team, man. Like, who would go out of the way to do this random shit? pUSDC and pDAI are pegged already. Almost like hinting, hey, I can do this. Look, this is the pUSDC, friends. All right, this is it. If you want to look at it, have a look at the top. See that address? You can have a look. That's the pair. So you want to look at this USDC DAI, right? So this is the weekly chart. It was pegged at the start, right? Then it like unbroke. It broke down. It went down. It went down to basically a pUSDC was almost 50 cents, 50 pDAI, sorry. And then whoop, back to peg. That's peg, unpeg, back to peg. That's just wild, man. That's crazy. So now they're moving 1-to-1. Just wild, man. Like just thinking about it. I know, friends, I asked, thank you to the gentle friend who explained exactly how it works, because, man, it's such a wonderful, mind-blowing thing. So he basically, if I go down here we go, Mr. PulseChain OG. It's pegged through the arbitrage bots and the PMaker collateral deposits. You can deposit pDAI to mint pUSDC and vice versa. So you can take advantage of the price discrepancy. This is also why pDAI's supply will fluctuate, as pDAI is burnt on deposit and minted when USDC is deposited. Very interesting. And then my friend Simon replies, also amazing that pUSDC is meant to be backed by US dollar accounts and the pDAI is meant to be backed by crypto, and they are pegged. Boom. It's just like, hey, the system says they're the same. They're the same. Oh, I don't know, friends. Is whispered? Is whispered? I call him Whispering Richard. Did whispered? Is he almost like hinting? Look at what's possible here. If they're in the same vault, it's our currency. Right? We say it's $1 in the system, bro. Nobody can stop it. It's really a decentralized stablecoin. So are exchanges going to want to play with that? Well, if there's money involved, yeah. Yeah, there is. I'm sure he's worked it out, friends. Like, look, friends, honestly, from a philosophical standpoint, a lot of who we can think, people who come in, and some people just think they're like blind cultists or left curvers. They're like, I love Richard. Richard will win. It sounds naive, but I'm just going to tell you something, man. Richard, he launched a coin and he made it go 10,000x. Yeah, all right, he made it flunk down to near zero, but it was still respectable, man. He went from 5 million market cap to 50 billion, okay? He did it. He actually did it. So, and he had the PulseChain sacrifice, the PulseX sacrifice. He understands cycles and markets. You can't fluke this, man. You can't. You literally can't. He sold the top of Ethereum. So I'm just going to assume someone with that capital and understanding he's figured something out. He's figured something out. That's how I'm assuming. It's for believers only. You know, of course, look, friends, I share your frustration. If you just want Richard to come out and say, I like pDAI. pDAI's going to $1. Here's my grand plan. But maybe he's looked at the wallet distribution. Maybe he's seen a lot of non-believers. He's like, I don't want this guy to have hundreds of millions of pDAI. I don't want this guy having $1 billion. Maybe that's what it was like at the start. And he knows people just rinse themselves out over time. Otherwise, it's impossible for the market to move to where he wants it to. Maybe because he watched it with Hex. And look, friends, I really do mean when I say this. I made my whole video on this. I told you, during this Hex period of time here, Wretched, Greg the Duck, he had every opportunity in his stream. Man, he streamed a lot, 3-hour streams, okay? He had every opportunity to come out and say, here's my big lollipop, and this is my grand plan. He could have said, I, Wretched, have 150,000 Ethereum collected. It's sitting on Kraken, Binance, Buy-Shit, and Gemini. I have there's 40,000 ETH on each or whatever. And when Ethereum hits 3,900, when I think the top is in, I will click sell. Then I will withdraw. I will put it into a pile of money. I'm going to keep half for myself. The other half, I'm going to then pump the coin named Hex on this contract address, and I will pump it to the price of 55 cents because it fulfills my promise that it went up 10,000x. Meanwhile, I'm going to do a PulseChain and PulseX sacrifice to raise money. There you go. He could have said that, couldn't he? Yes, he could have, but he didn't. He didn't. But you know he did that. Why didn't he tell everyone? Obviously, he knows, man. He's figured it out. He knows, okay, what worked for Bitcoin? What worked for the corn? The corn worked. Satoshi comes in. Satoshi abandons. The thing just starts pumping. It's left up to the free market. Nobody is given a guiding hand. Nobody is given any secrets. The speculation process must not be disrupted. If you disrupt the speculation process, you get a misallocation of resources, which means people who are non-believer Jeet scum have more of the supply than they should, and they will eventually act as an anchor later on. That could be it. That's my interpretation. Your friend told me, yeah, I'm wearing a pDAI logo, and yes, I have a straight posture, and yes, I've got my peg nipples. All right. I don't know if that's the right answer, okay? Very easy. Hey, you guys know the answer? Please go get him to come out and start writing essays and making videos, okay? I have to interpret this in real time. That's how I see it. I'm here 18 hours a day. You know what? I could be going in the complete wrong direction. I could. But to me, I like the odds. Grok says 60% odds, right? Grok says 60% chance. Witched is the main operator or operatee behind pDAI. He's somewhere there. He's sniffing. He's somewhere there, somewhere involved. 60% chance. I like that. Which means, okay, 60% chance it gets to $1. Yeah, because then I'm like, oh, I'm betting on the guy. Like, would you want to bet against a guy? Here's the thing. For instance, something about Richard, you know, like how many haters did PulseChain and PulseX sacrifice get? We got a lot. Look at the price now. We're still dunked. So even his haters who don't like him, right? And those soy boys who don't like him, they know, look, I don't like him, but I won't bet against him. That's a stupid idea. You see what I mean? And like, look, man, this is the monthly chart, friends. I made this nice and sexy. 1, 2, 3, fourth big dip, monthly chart, pDAI to pulse ratio. Man, it is what it is. So like, you know, thank you, Mr. Randolph. Friendship confirmed. Mr. Ash Diggity, that was an idea. Today I noticed Instagram shadow banning you. Is this, hopefully you're not an AI, sir. Thank you very much. Post has been deleted. Maybe you were. Maybe you're from the future. So I've put everything in perspective for you, friends. This is how I see it. Look, man, when I'm just saying weird shit, I can't believe what I'm watching, dude. Like, man, you get it, man, you got to think. Just let's take it back to a time before PulseChain's launched. Like, if you'd sat and told me, Somi, this is a chart that you're going to be looking at in the future, I'm like, nah, can't be. That makes no sense. That literally this chart makes no sense. Off the cuff, no research done. I'm like, that makes no sense. USDC is backed by US bank accounts. pDAI is backed by crypto, and this one's the forked one. So everything has been forked and diluted and stuff out here. And pUSDC, I mean, you don't even have bank accounts to do it. I mean, USDC Circle doesn't even recognize a chain. How the hell is this happening? Obviously, Richard understands how the MakerDAO system works. It's our oracle. That's why, look, man, I'm long. I like it. If you don't like it, sweet, move on. But I've given you this nice juicy update. I'll continue to update you as time goes on. We get more information as more things come out. Generally though, like the infinite minting bug, friends, like the Somi FUD event in like August 2023, I was told about an infinite minting bug. And now here it is again. It keeps popping up. It's kind of like, man, it's funny, the markets, man. They find the exact narrative. They'll just make everybody shit the pants every single time. It's like the market knows what's your fear story. It knows what's your fear, you know? That's crazy. I wonder what it's going to be like one day for the stock market. The stock market is, oh, we're going to print money, but that doesn't actually save the stock market. You know, it hunts people like that. You get that. So, look, we'll see how it goes from here. Like, subscribe, catch you soon.